In this video, we are going to talk about top 10 luxury cars in the world. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for future updates. Whether it's an SUV or a limousine, to be considered one of the best luxury cars, to buy a car must be made of the finest materials, feature the very latest technology, and offer the most refined experience possible for the driver and passengers. Number 10. Porsche Panamera. The current Porsche Panamera has been around since 2016, but a facelift in 2021 kept it feeling as fresh as ever. With an estate Sport Turismo version also available, your dog can savor the luxury too. Like the Porsche 911, the Panamera is a masterclass in evolution ahead of revolution when it comes to its development, and it's clear that the current Panamera is a logical progression from its predecessor. Thankfully, that means it looks more appealing than the original. The lines have been smoothed out, yet the 911 styling cues remain, while the driving experience has been enhanced to boost its range of ability. Number 9. Rolls-Royce Phantom. There's no doubt that the Rolls-Royce Phantom is an incredible car. It's powered by a 6.75-litre V12 petrol engine, which produces 563 bp and a satisfying 900 Nm of torque. This allows you to plant your right foot and accelerate from a standstill to 62 miles per hour in 5.3 seconds and onto a limited top speed of 155 miles per hour. The price is suitably large to go with the Rolls' grand dimensions and 21 or 22-inch wheels, as the least you can expect to pay is north of £400,000. If you so much as look at the auctions list, you will find that this figure heads upwards very quickly. On the road, the Phantom is unbelievably quiet and comfortable, as you would expect. But should you find yourself in the driver's seat, you will have a mixture of features to make sure you enjoy your time there. Number 8. Rolls-Royce Spectre. Charles Rolls predicted electric propulsion would be the future of the car, and more than 120 years later, the Rolls-Royce Spectre is the first EV to wear the spirit of ecstasy. It also serves as the spiritual successor to the Phantom Coupe to some, as well as the start of a new era for the British brand after it pledged to go electric only by the end of the decade. In the meantime though, if you open the Spectre's huge rear hinge doors, and you will see that this 4-seat, 2-door coupe is awash with the finest leathers, woods and metals. It's ridiculously hard to find fault in the cabin, but you'd expect that to be the case when you're paying more than £330,000 for a car. The combined power output of the twin motors should prove acceptable to the most discerning driver too, with 577 bp and 900 Nm of torque on tap. Number 7. Bentley Continental GT. The Bentley Continental GT is a luxury grand touring coupe that will not break a sweat when being driven across continents, hence the name. Power is plentiful too, with a choice of either a 542 bp V8 or 650 bp W12 engine, although production of Bentley's 12-cylinder motor will soon be coming to an end. The interior is a treat for anyone lucky enough to sit inside, with inspiration taken from the wings of the Bentley badge. The dashboard, for example, wings majestically out from the central console before continuing into the door trims, circling the occupants with a ring of wood and leather. Along with the lavish design, the cabin features an array of technology, including bang-up-to-date infotainment and safety systems. There's also a bundle of chassis tech that helps give the Continental GT its great driver feeling on the road. Number 6. Rolls-Royce Ghost. When it comes to luxury and refinement, the Rolls-Royce Ghost delivers in spades. There are only 2 parts carried over from the previous model: the spirit of ecstasy that sits atop the bonnet, and the umbrellas hidden within the doors. The Ghost is based on Rolls-Royce's latest aluminium chassis that it calls its architecture of luxury. It can also be found beneath the Cullinan SUV, flagship Phantom, and even the all-electric Spectre. Although perhaps a little less conspicuous than its Phantom sibling, the Ghost is still 5 meters long and 2.5 tons in weight, so it could hardly be called understated. You shouldn't have to worry about merging from slip roads, as the Ghost's 6.75-litre V12 petrol engine produces 563 bp, which allows a 0-62 miles per hour time of 4.8 and a 155 miles per hour top speed. Number 5. Mercedes S-Class. For many people, the only luxury car ever worth considering is the Mercedes S-Class. It's a sentiment that, for the most part, still applies with the latest version of the venerable German limousine. The S-Class is at its most impressive in either diesel or plug-in hybrid forms. The premium model does a particularly wonderful job of portraying ultimate comfort in both the front and rear. Space is cavernous, and the tech on board is bang up to date, despite being short of the wow factor displays of rivals, such as the new 7 Series, or even Mercedes' own all-electric EQS. The only downsides are some less than desirable interior plastics and the ride on the larger 21-inch wheels, which just isn't as good as on the smaller wheels. Number 4. Range Rover Sport. In comparison with the full-fat Range Rover, the slightly smaller Range Rover Sport is actually better suited to the UK, while losing little in terms of luxury and refinement. The Sport's slightly more tied-down handling makes it the more comfortable car to drive on tighter roads, while its more athletic design inside and out will appeal to a wider customer base. Considering that this large SUV weighs 2.3 tons, the Range Rover Sport offers a genuinely engaging drive with admirable capability in both performance and handling. The steering is precise, the air suspension keeps the car's weight in check when cornering, and the diesel, petrol and PHEV powertrain options will all launch the Sport from 0-62 miles per hour in 6.3 seconds or less. The hottest 627 bit version, called the Range Rover Sport SV, turns things up to 11 and will hit 62 miles per hour in just 3.8 seconds. Number 3. Bentley Flying Spur. The Bentley Flying Spur is perhaps the quintessential British luxury saloon, embodying everything the brand has stood for with a modern twist. Sharing lots of its DNA with the Porsche Panamera has given it a much more engaging driving experience than before, and aside from a slight compromise in ultimate ride comfort, gives nothing else away to its predecessor in terms of refinement or luxury. With the GU12 engine being phased out, it's the twin-turbo V8 that is our choice, rather than the PHEV version, feeling opulent and imperious in typical Bentley fashion. The cabin exudes luxury, thanks to the exceptional quality of its wood, leather and turned steel, clothed in an exterior design that'll turn heads whether you're at your Holland Park mansion or Cotswolds country estate. Number 2. Range Rover. The ultra-luxury SUV might now be a common model in many manufacturers' ranges, but none of them are equal to the original luxury off-roader, the Range Rover. This British icon was completely redesigned in 2022, and the current version mixes exceptional levels of capability and technology into a contemporary package. Yet the key is that these elements sit upon a foundation of exceptional build quality and comfort, with a unique sense of imperiousness that no other rival marque has yet been able to beat. Diesels and plug-in hybrids are our preferred powertrain choices, with the latter being better suited to urban driving, thanks to an impressive electric range. A purely electric version is also on the way. Number 1. BMW i7. Say what you will about its controversial styling, but BMW has nailed the luxury car of the future with its eccentric and all-electric i7 limousine. It might be closely based on BMW's petrol-powered 7 Series, but in many ways the i7 is an even more convincing premium experience. It's incredibly quiet and smooth, and has a brilliant ride and handling balance that rivals a Rolls-Royce for outright comfort. Inside, the high-tech yet luxurious cabin is no less impressive, especially when you're sitting in the back seats. The BMW is a very big and very heavy car, but in this segment that goes with the job, and it's one that the i7 does exceptionally well. So this is our today's video. If you like our video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel or hit the bell icon. We will meet again with another interesting topic. Till then, stay safe and stay happy.